So I'm going to hit go live on YouTube too. That's weird.
Ooh, ooh.
So you got to hit live twice when you directly stream to YouTube. I don't love that, but thankfully we don't have to do this very often. This is what Restream does for us in the background. Okay.
Yes.
We should be live.
There we go. I've got commercials on mine because, of course, I do. That's
Okay, cool.
There
Sorry,
we are.
guys. We had a problem with our stream simulcasting software not working. So, all right. So I'm going to turn on the questions.
I will see them real time like you guys do.
I'm going to send you this link. Nate, hold on. Now that we got the actual live stream working. Thanks, Restream, for being down tonight. So, that was annoying. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out how to get you how that link to you works so you can see the questions.
I'll just run it live. I'll see it at the real time that they're seeing it.
Because I have not. Patrick doesn't let me run it. He always just makes me suffer.
I got it. But, yeah.
Okay.
All right, we're going to try this thing. That's probably not going to work.
All right, so I'm starting the trivia.
Whee!
Why don't you want to run trivia?
And what will happen is in about 10, 15 minutes or so, this thing
there we
will
go.
drop.
Okay, it didn't like that the Facebook. So it didn't like that Facebook was trying to stream. We don't have Facebook going because Restream's down. So I disabled the Facebook.
Oh.
Now we get in the countdown like we're supposed to. Okay, so now I can actually look at the YouTube screen. Okay, guys. Sorry for the tech issue.
There we go. 3-minute countdown.
It was a different kind of tech issue. We've been sitting here ready to go for about 30 minutes, and Restream, our service provider for simulcasting the stream, was not working. So you all know the drill. This is horror trivia. We're Halloween franchise themed tonight, so put your Dr. Loomis thinking caps on. And we're doing another one of the Super Chat giveaways. So if you donate to the Super Chat, each dollar is an entry to win the Halloween 4K poster set. So, and Margaret, aka Snowshoes Kitties, won the Hellraiser flag, and Nate did not last time. So he's a loser.
Technically, I did
deal with that,
but I was ineligible.
He's ineligible to win. So.
That's the story of my life.
But I have to give Patrick the address because he'll never send it if he doesn't have the address. So I will get that taken care of.
This is true.
And but the good news is we don't have any crazy echo or anything else weird. Hopefully trivia, the software plays nice. We will see. We have 15 questions, so it's a bit of a slog. I will be surprised if we have a tie. But I do have tiebreaker questions installed, so we will manage that if we come across it. So,
Head Counselor Shelby's always prepared.
Always prepared.
That is the key thing.
This is the one thing you should count on when Patrick's not here, is that I will try to make things better or worse.
Work. Just make things work.
So, and if you got a problem with it, you can always just come back another night when we just show the movies, because...
No. You can always leave a comment down in the comments section. Down there.
You'll still get the 2 or 3. It's like, oh, this isn't a movie. I was like, yeah, it's not. So you can just go watch the other movies. We have hundreds of them.
I mean, it says Horror Night Trivia
nobody's
in the title.
You to be here. If you're not having fun,
wow.
Then go home. So,
This is actually just outtakes from the camp counselor meetings. That's pretty much how he talks to us.
So.
All right.
And remember, there's a bit of a delay, so get your answer in early, folks. The counter that you're going to see at the top is about 15 seconds off from what the actual time is.
Yep, because I'm showing on YouTube right now 5 seconds
Yep.
left, but I'm pretty sure you can already see
Yep.
it.
It's already showing up. So, but you're gonna have 40 or so seconds to answer. So that should be plenty of time. Make a quick guess. All you have to do is type the number. Just the number in the comment, but don't put multiple numbers. I don't think you can change your
All right,
answer. Whatever your first
but
submission is,
Shelby,
right. Yes.
yeah, okay, so in the 1978 original, how many days did the crew take to shoot the movie? Was it 1, 60 days, 2, 30 days, 3, 20 days, or 4,
I'm
18
not telling
days?
you.
Well,
You're not going to
I don't
trick me
want you
into
to tell
telling
me.
the answer.
Welcome. I like Israel, and there's a cactus. I like the cactus too.
Okay.
Was it
And
60
the
days?
magic
Was it 18 days?
calculator here that takes 20 years. Let's see.
6 seconds left. Okay, yeah, that counter on the YouTube's a little wonky, but that's
Well,
okay.
it's a 15 or so second delay on these streams, so
Yes,
that
that's why I'm reading. I'm reading it real time as I see it on YouTube, so it's basically the same time as everybody else's. Because I was like, oh, but when you were talking a while ago, it like the question was about to go away. I was like, no, we gotta
and
read the
I
questions first.
can
It's a working project. Project? It's a working project. That works.
always pause if we need to, guys. So if it's like I can pause the game.
We have a pause button.
No, I don't think it's really a work in progress anymore. I think this is just the limitation with the software we're using for this. So there's not really a lot of great alternatives.
That's true.
So, in the original script, what was the Michael Myers character referred to as? I think he was known as the Soul Man, actually.
So man, I have Michael Myers the figure.
You're a nerd.
I do not like these locking backs on these pins. They're too hard to get out. But new Halloween pin. All right, put the other
Is
one
that
on
the
here
one
somewhere.
from who was selling that one? That was I feel like I've seen that one in an email.
This one's Trick or Treat Studios. I don't know. They do crazy stuff.
All right. Let's see if I can scoot the trivia. Why's the trivia window?
I'm actually kind of surprised that Patrick didn't get in on this for the sheer fact that he's such a huge
Well, he
Halloween
is
fan.
on
John
a
Carpenter.
uh,
Excursion.
yeah,
He's on an
he
excursion.
is celebrating his 1 year anniversary, and
Yes.
he doesn't need to be spending.
And there we
his time
go.
with
We get Crazy Cam
stupid-
again.
Oh, Brittany's on the board.
Oh,
Somebody wants to
going
win some
strong.
posters. Thank you, Brittany. So
we salute you.
I made the questions a little bit bigger, so
Bigger questions.
Bigger questions.
Smaller answers.
Less likely you'll get them right. Is it cheating if I answer? Since I know the
Yes.
answers. But I want to
Yes.
win so bad.
I
It's
don't
been
know the
months.
answer, so if you guys are copying me,
Did
you
the-
have probably a 25% chance of being
Where in the
right.
hell is the mayor?
For this one, the mayor.
That son of a gun. He's been showing up every single time I play and beats me.
What was the starting budget on the 1978 original? Was it 1, 500 grand, 500,000, 2, 450,000, 3, 400,000, or 4, 300,000?
Isn't that confusing to say the number and then the amount of money and it doesn't match up?
You have no idea. Last week, everyone was like, we're asking like what sequel number, and people are typing in 7, and it's like there's only 4 answers, guys.
I think it won't count those answers. So in that case, if they answer again, they can actually get a question answer. What I'm not 100% sure on, but I'm pretty sure is the case, is that you can't change an answer once you've submitted 1 through 4. So
Exactly.
I don't think it counts it. In an ideal world, it would take whatever the last answer you have is as your final answer.
No, it doesn't count it if you put the wrong one in. It will count if you have to put 1 through 4. Unless that changed
No,
somehow.
I don't
There
think
we
you
go.
can type it
New
in either.
pins.
I think it has to be the number.
I don't think I typed anything in. I wasn't paying attention. All
You
right.
have to.
So, what are some of your guys' favorite Halloween movies in the comments? Let us know. Favorite scenes in any of the Halloween films.
The
Shelby
only
said, I
correct
don't have any
the only
favorite
correct
scenes.
answer is Halloween 3.
That's true.
Sorry.
I was actually hoping this entire list was just questions
I
about Halloween 3.
I was going to do that.
That would
I
have
was going to do
been
that.
that would have been amazing.
100%.
We need to do that on April 1st.
Actually, credit for the questions tonight goes to our writer extraordinaire, Ollie, aka DJ Ollie, aka Nurse Ollie, aka he will probably be fired and hired 12 more times before next summer camp session. So, just so props to Mr. Oliver for helping us out with coming up with some somewhat original questions for these. There's some hard ones in here. Honestly, these body count questions are kind of hard for me. I don't really keep track of deaths in horror movies unless I'm actually writing them down.
Halloween's a little bit easier to track just
It's slower
because
pace. It's not as much.
exactly.
We have a couple in here, so you all be ready for that. There's some
Because I know after part 2 that body count jumps up significantly.
Yeah. He there's one in the double digits.
Yeah.
So, let's see. You know, the questions are actually running okay tonight, ish.
Yeah.
They're not as. I don't know why they were so slow the last time when you hosted. They were just. It's never fast. Let's just be certain about that. It doesn't always work, but it's actually showing up before the next question appears.
That was a misnomer. The 5 was just because Loomis states, I think, at the end of Halloween there was 5 deaths, but there was 2 deaths that weren't found, so they weren't counted in his count.
Sneaky, Ollie got you. You gotta pay attention, kids.
And that's also why I put the wrong answer. I can't be trusted at all.
I mean, come on. Dick Warlock, greatest name ever. Who did he scare the hell out of on set? I'm sorry, bejesus out of when he was playing Michael Myers on set there. Out of all those iconic and legendary folks, who was scared of Dick Warlock? Sherry, if you are new, we are playing trivia for the Halloween franchise, and all you have to do is type 1, 2, 3, or 4 as your answer to the trivia question for a chance to win a KOH sticker. It is our every other Thursday we do live horror trivia. So thanks for stopping by.
Unless it's Thursday, what else is there really to do?
It is Thursday.
Yeah.
It's definitely a Thursday.
Oh, I know what's missing. You don't have the little background music going.
Oh, honestly, the levels on that always get screwed up, so I kind of hate doing background music.
So what it is Patrick is good at sound balancing, and he's got that all down. You got all the tech aspect down.
Honestly, which one's more important? Do you want it to work, or do you want to hear something? Damn it. Don't answer that question.
I want to hear to work something.
Don't answer that.
Yeah.
Your opinion does not.
I don't even remember why I typed. I just hit a number at that point.
Rick Rosenthal.
What did I win?
No.
No? Oh, I tried to win. Oh, I was right. I did win. You lied to me.
I don't want you to feel like you won anything.
Hey, dude, we could do like the Brady Bunch thing where every time, like, you get on your nerves, I'll just like glare straight up and be like.
All right. Where does Halloween 2, which I think is the best Michael Myers focused entry?
That is not up yet. Just so you know, Shelby, that question is still 10 seconds away.
I want everybody to be ahead of it. I'm trying to help out because I know there's a delay. So the next question is going to be, where does Halloween 2 pick up from the original story? When does it start in the timeline? I'm going to try to help everybody because I know it's a bit of a delay.
Is it 1, the next year, 2, the next week, 3, the next morning, or 4, the next month?
Dun, 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 dun.
That's true. It's Brittany's puppy. That's actually why we had tech issues.
I
We're
didn't
blaming
know that
everything on Brittany's puppy
I
now.
didn't know that Brittany was married to Michael Myers. I knew she was married. This is news. That it was actually Michael Myers. That must be a difficult relationship to maintain, considering he's always just doing whatever the hell he
The
wants to
dog
do.
helped him settle down.
I don't know. I mean, if Halloween Kills is or Halloween, whatever the newest one is, if he doesn't die in this, I don't know what the hell they're
Halloween
doing.
ends.
Yeah, if it doesn't actually end,
Yeah.
then I don't have any hope for this franchise. It should end. It just needs to stop before they just.
After it's pretty much any time after they start going away from numbers, I get so confused on which ones are which, and they're like
It's
kills,
time for Michael
ends.
Myers'
It's all
story
like,
to end, and we get a successor to the anthology series we were always owed. So.
yeah,
Well, Grave, I mean, it's very late in the evening. It's technically past midnight.
it's like
So,
2 a.m.
I mean, okay, we're splitting hairs. But the same evening doesn't fit the rest. It's supposed to be tricky answers so that if you're guessing, it's not as easy to figure out which one's a fake answer and which one's a real one, okay? We want you
To
to
be fair,
earn
I should have
this.
said the same morning.
You're not helping.
I know.
All right, so the next one is going to be Halloween focuses more on Dr. Loomis in the second movie than the first, but Jamie Lee Curtis, of course, still gets top billing. How much screen time does she get? So we're trying to figure out how much screen time does old Jamie Lee get in Halloween 2. Stacy, you can't see the questions. What do you make your thing full screen? That might help. I've already zoomed in on them. I think as far as I can get it to stretch without.
Are you on your phone trying to like do the viewing and the phone
Yeah,
probably?
if you're on your phone, then
Pain in the butt.
definitely RIP. Because
Yeah.
I mean, if you put it in portrait mode, maybe it's gonna be the best, but that's hard.
What if it's a Nokia?
Ooh, is it one of the banana phones?
It's old
on the
Nokia.
Matrix?
Oh.
Do you really make a 4G version of that? It is like $450 for no reason though. If it was like $100, I'd probably buy it and use it as a cell phone. But I'm not gonna pay $450 for a phone that can't even load apps. That's kind of crazy.
I like how my timer skips like seconds. Oh, there we go.
It's just the delay. And they in this software they tell you straight up there's a delay. So it's like build it into the timer to compensate for that. So I'm not in love with the software, but it's really hard to get something that kind of works for this. So the correct answer was 25.
Nobody got that right.
minutes. Those were some sneaky
Wow.
answers, weren't they? Oh, I was like, man, it's hard to guess when they're all so close. So fiendish. Our questions are so fiendishly difficult tonight. I bet you all wish Patrick was here, huh? Well,
I don't know.
too bad. Because the questions
He
would
would
have
have
been
a
the
lot
same.
more. He would have a lot more Halloween stuff to show off, though.
The questions would have been the same, no matter who's hosting. So the next question will be which actor that is often associated with the other Michael Myers has a debut in their acting career in this movie, even though it's a small role. This is probably my favorite question tonight. This is a deep cut. So, what actor who's often associated with the other Michael Myers, the one that makes you laugh instead of makes you dead, has their debut in this movie?
I felt a little dead inside after the Love Guru, so
Well, I mean that
might count.
Was a tragic.
Yeah. That was soul destroying.
That was. Let's just say pre 2007. Whatever happened after Goldmember doesn't count, and then you can just have happy memories.
Pretty much.
Because I don't think he did anything after that was worth a damn. I'd like to see Mike Myers come back in some form or fashion again. I mean, I feel like Jim Carrey's had a hell of a resurgence doing all kinds of roles. I would love to see Mike back. So let's see here. So it's calculating, but the correct answer was.
Oh no! Let him see.
It's calculating.
Oh,
yeah, it's already. The question's over. It's Dana Carvey.
There we go.
So.
Yes.
I thought that's a fun question. I feel like that's a great trivia question. That was all he came up. That was a good one. Because I forget that he does make his like acting debut in the franchise
Which one?
I can't remember which movie, but
Probably one of the later ones. Was Ace 2? No, no, it would have been
no,
early.
it would have been like what, early '80s. I mean, the first one's
Was it part
'78.
5?
I don't know. I feel like that's too late because he was already in Wayne's World and shit, and
When was
SNL and
Wayne's World?
stuff. I forget the timeline.
Yeah.
All right, another body count question. Another body count question.
Ice-T. This has nothing to do with Ice-T. What is Michael Myers' body count in Halloween 2? Was it 1, 9, 2, 8, 3, 7, or 4, 10?
Dead Punk, you're right. I mean, the Shrek movies were fantastic. Even the spin-off, even all the mainline Shreks, but I can't remember when those ended. I guess there was like another one after 2007. So I was not meaning to disparage
I just wanted a reason to rip on Love Guru, really.
Love Guru was objectively horrific.
Yeah, any chance I get to Love Guru.
There was something else too, though, wasn't there? There was another one that was like the Love Guru and was terrible. It was like around the same 3 or 4 year period. Like it was another live action.
I blended them in with all like the really bad Adam Sandler
Yeah,
movies and all the really
that was
bad, like basically anyone from Saturday
that
Night
was
Live around that time. They put out
That
movies.
was a bad period of time for comedy movies. There were like 1 or 2 watchable ones, and the rest were, even for comedy movies, they were just terrible. They did not age.
Mm-mm.
It's like I can watch Dumb and Dumber a million times to Tuesday, but I will never ever attempt to watch The Love Guru ever again. It's like it's just not funny.
So off. That wasn't. Sort off.
So the body count is 9 in Halloween 2. So he increased. He goes from 7 to 9, and he should have died. He should have died at the end of Halloween 2. If Michael Myers dies at the end of Halloween 2, don't at me.
And so I like how Loomis and Michael Myers explode, and they're like, nah, we all right.
I mean, I miss Loomis. I'm glad Loomis came back, but miss me with that. Give me that anthology. So, my favorite movie, and this is kind of a softball if you know anything about it. So, which of these was not a mask in Halloween 3, Season of the Witch? A witch mask, a skull mask, jack-o'-lantern mask, or Frankenstein's monster mask? However, if you pay close attention in the movie, there's a scene inside the Silver Shamrock factory where they show there's some other masks that the company has made, and you can see that there are other monsters. So the ones that are prominently featured are obviously prominently featured, but they have made more than just the 3 that you see in the movie prominently. There's definitely...
Maybe they weren't the special masks.
But
Maybe
yeah, they've been making masks for like ever. That was why they were like a novelty company, right? So they have there's like a red like devil mask you see pretty clearly on the shelf, but there's some other classic I'm pretty sure there's like a werewolf looking mask too on there. So I would have loved to see more Silver Shamrock masks in the wild. The 3 they had were pretty sweet though.
All right, and drum roll.
This is pretty much a softball. I mean, you've even seen anything about Halloween 3? You've seen the masks. You know which one it is.
Eats kids' brains. I love it.
It is. I mean, just the whole anthology aspect that the Halloween franchise could have gone in. I mean, the Michael Myers story is great. You had a part 1 and part 2, but tell some stories like Season of the Witch was cool. So I do hope there's some kind of continuation or something. I mean, it doesn't have to be necessarily even a sequel, but stories like that, like some good Trick or Treat was a great anthology thing.
Yeah.
But, I would have loved to see. Because it was an hour and a half dedicated to a side story on a Halloween universe. It wasn't like a 15-minute vignette like you get in Creepshow, which I love Creepshow, don't get me wrong, but it was an hour and a half spin-off movie of the franchise. It was cool. So, we got another Halloween 3 question. I forgot we had 2 in here. So, what room number was Harry Grimbridge lodged in? Now, obviously, one of these numbers is in there for funsies. And we all know what it is.
7. Sorry, give away the answer.
Damn, man, come on. Do you know how much those stickers cost? Probably a lot of dollars, okay? I don't know.
They're limited edition, damn it.
Angry emails.
They're collector's items.
I get angry emails on Thursday morning asking why I don't have everything ready to go for trivia. So You won't tell him I did a good job, and I'll get to see my
Uh,
family again this holiday.
I don't hear from these guys until about 5 minutes before we go live
That
every
is
week,
not
so I'm
true.
always
I
left in the
invited you
dark.
15 minutes before we went live.
That's true. We did have a little bit of extra time today.
You know what? Just for that, you're not gonna get any time in the yard tomorrow.
Oh, wait, I have work tomorrow.
You're not allowed to go to work either. We'll
Yeah,
be bringing work to you.
I'm gonna
Everybody's
have
gonna
a
come
note signed
by.
by you. Nate can't come to
We're
work
gonna
today.
send all the people that have
Yep.
returns to you at your house. All right. So the room number was 13. Lucky number 13. Lucky number. Disappointed that nobody guessed 69 just for the hell of it. But hope springs eternal. So, we have a third Halloween 3 question. Yes. Okay. What was the
Okay.
tagline for Halloween 3 when it shows up here? So, what was the tagline for Halloween 3? Coming up in
Yeah,
7
my
seconds.
should just crash.
And I think we all know what the right answer is here. And props to Ollie for putting these questions together again. So.
I'm sitting here. I was like, do I know this one?
I mean, it's pretty obvious, the answer. I mean, have you even read them?
Also, don't forget, if you haven't,
The night
don't forget
they
to
drove
click
old
like
Dixie
and
down.
what?
No.
Oh, Shelby's singing. Okay. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff as well. Like Shelby said earlier, we do this every other week. And sometimes, sometimes every week.
It depends. I think
I don't know.
we were doing a little bit more this month because it is the
Depends if they get a
spookiest
hold.
of months. But it's normally every alternating Thursday we do trivia. But we do schedule it. It'll be on the YouTube page. If you're subscribed, you should get a notification for it. We plan it just like we do the movie premieres.
Planet.
And if you donate to the super chat, you can get an entry to win all 3 of the Halloween 4K posters from the box set for Halloween 4K, which is the trilogy below in the bottom left. That segment.
For some reason on the chat, I was going super fast, quick like for a second there.
Catching up or something.
Yeah.
And
It's like doing a little dance.
Also, do not miss tomorrow. We have a Friday night premiere, and I think Saturday is our second of our 3 666 marathon days, where we have 6 movies back to back to back to back to back. Is that 6 times? Back to back to back to back to back to back, and it's just nonstop movie madness this weekend. So if you don't have anything to do, plug it into the YouTubes. Feed us those sweet, sweet metrics. And we got a lot of deep cuts. We have a really rare SOV video tomorrow. It's the LA AIDS stabber massacre or something. It's very much a work of the time, shall we say.
What other movie features the Vincent drugstore where Jamie buys a costume in Halloween 4,
Cool
The Return of Michael
I
Myers?
realized this until Ollie
1,
gave me
The Whole 9 Yards. 2, The Sandlot. 3, Hellraiser 3, Hell on Earth. Or 4, Die Hard.
Well, and don't worry, Illinois State. That's such an interesting name. Illinois State Fishing. Anyway, Illinois State Fishing. It'll always be available after it premieres, so you can always catch up.
Yeah.
But, 6 movies back to back to back
to back
to back to back is
there you go.
Crazy. It's madness. Who does that? Turner Classic Movies doesn't even do that anymore. You get more advertisements than you get 6 movies in a day. Come on.
Not wrong.
I would be interested to see what the breakdown is. If anybody does if they do a 6 movie, like when they do the Star Wars movies, but I don't know, there's not enough time in the day for 6 Star Wars movies. Like, it was ads and everything. You can't do a Star Wars marathon in one 24-hour period. So, I don't think there's any drugstores in Hellraiser 3, Hell on Earth, but I could be wrong. I haven't watched that in a while. And I did not participate in Hellraiser trivia last week. So, the Sandlot. It is the Sandlot.
I like how I said I hope it's the Sandlot, then put the wrong answer.
Now,
and it was the Sandlot.
I took some creative liberties with this next question's answers. I didn't quite like what Ollie gave us, so I tweaked it a bit. But it's going to be what the hell happened to Michael Myers between 4 and 5. what happened at the end of 4 to Michael Myers to make him want revenge. I thought there were some good ones in there. Because we all know there's nothing like a little organized chaos. As Creed Bratton would say, there's more money in running a cult, but there's more fun in being a member, So,
I don't know, man.
it's a lot of work.
Running a cult's pretty fun.
It's a lot of work. I think what we did during summer camp would constitute as a cult.
That's true. I created a cult inside of a cult after that.
It's really unfortunate how much the raccoons got involved, and I'm still getting calls from environmental managers about that. So we have a lot. KMK is pretty pissed off.
Look, there was only like 5 or 6 raccoons when we showed up. I don't know how there's so many of them afterwards.
Well, I'll just tell you this: KMK is watching, and I sure do appreciate all the great benefits they give me in my life. Yay, KMK. Okay, they put the sniper rifle down. So he fell down a mine shaft, but honestly, I feel like he probably could have joined a cult. I think that was a pretty good throwaway trick answer, because it's not wrong. It's just not right either. But he could have found Jesus, and he wanted to just apologize.
Our tagline for next year's horror summer camp is like all the raccoons come home or something.
Oh, the night the raccoons came home. Oh,
yes,
here we go. Now, this one has a real steep body count in it. What is the final body count in Halloween 6, The Curse of Michael Myers? He really chops him down in this one. This is just a bloodbath. They did their best to copy like Friday the 13th on this entry. Like with the killing.
I didn't make anyone follow them. I merely pointed out that if you see normal-looking raccoons and they run somewhere, you could follow them and you'll probably be safe because they're normal looking.
I don't think
they didn't look threatening. Not follow the raccoons.
Trust vermin from the woods. That's just not a good way to base your decisions.
We trust you.
I am much more than vermin from the woods. I am vermin from the streets. Thank you very much.
Oh, that's.
And you would do well to address me as such. And that is our final question.
I thought you grew up in a national park. It's okay. That was my bad.
So we will find out who our winner is, and if we have a tie, I do have some tiebreaker questions, and they're actually loaded in the system. So let's see Patrick do that, people. I got tiebreaker questions. So the correct answer was 20, and nobody got that right. Ooh, I knew it was going to be devilish to have. That's pretty good, too. Graves said that the final body count was most of the fans of the Halloween franchise after 6. That's a good point. However, I didn't hate 4, 5, and 6 because they had the interesting, like, the Man in Black was really cool. Like, I think they could have done more with that whole twist, right? But, I really like Halloween 5. I think Halloween 5 is one of my favorites, but I still stand by he dies in 2, and then we get 3, and then that's where Halloween, the franchise, ends.
Should have.
So, if they weren't going to give us more movies like anthology style, then it should end.
They should have just trusted in John Carpenter and let him do what he did. Because, look at all his other movies.
What are you doing?
All right. How many did I get wrong?
Oh, Dead Punk won straight up. Straight up. But, honestly, this was a tough night. He only got 10 out of the 15. So, when the winner gets only 2/3 of the questions, there's some tough questions tonight. That's good.
He did go for 2 weeks in a row.
However, we did have we got a big tie between 2nd and 7th, and Counselor Bruce just sucks. He lost. Okay. I'm going to load up the tiebreaker questions because I want to see between Grave through
We just want more questions.
Fishing. We're going to do 3 more
These
questions.
are bonus questions. These are just for fun.
They're funsies, but I want to see how they stack up.
I think I came in 8th place last week, too. That's kind of funny.
The worst. I won because I hosted, and then Dead Punk's in 1.5 place. So I will not share my crown. But let's see here. If you all want, we will load these extra questions in. And if you don't want the extra questions, you can go. How about that? How about that? Okay, so let's see. Let me write down. I'm going to do this analog so I don't lose it.
Have a good night, Angel.
Yes, you're welcome to leave, but if you're from second through seventh place, you're playing for the right to win second place overall. So if you really want it, stick around. Actually, you know what? Why am I using paper when I've got technology? I'm going to screenshot this.
I had so many throwaway answers on
Okay,
that.
I am
We
going
literally
to
just watched the mine shaft thing. I was like, nah, I'd much rather him just join a
turn
cult.
off this one, and I'm going to turn on. Yeah. Oh, it does a countdown for it again. Interesting. Okay, so these are. You'll see it in a second when it switches over. There's a 15-second delay. Remember. So let's see here. It should come up.
It's much longer than
It
15
feel like
seconds.
much longer than 15 seconds, doesn't it? You can do it. Hello. Well, it's being a little hateful. Oh, I know what I need to do. I need to change the link.
He lied to us
I
again.
didn't. I got to change the link for the plugin. That's weird. Okay.
Promises us things, and then we just sit here and wait.
You shut your mouth. Everybody got to play trivia, but only the losers that have to do tiebreakers. While Dead Punk gets the ward over them with his win. He gets to watch them struggle. Oh.
Don't buy into him feeding his ego, feeding your ego, Dead Punk, because he's just wanting to make you into like a minion. Oh, I'm doing that super fast thing again.
Come on, refresh. You can do it. Trivia. I believe in you.
I have no belief in you.
You greasy.
Hello, Nina.
S.O.B.
We have people from Italy.
Welcome.
They won't let me do an Italian horror thing. They just told me no. They won't let me do it.
We just don't want that kind of unhappiness. Oh my gosh. It doesn't like my... It's still not showing it for you all. Oh, you know what I can do? I can hack this. Let's see here. If I turn off the trivia plugin, this is going to be a little jank, but I think I can make it work. So,
Italian horror.
Window capture.
Capture that window.
And
capture the flag.
Capture the flag. I wish. That'd be fun. Let's see here.
Capture the window.
If I can.
If I just actually act as a video game announcer to you, I think you'll. Oh, look, you figured it out. Or it just went black.
No. I turned off the other one, so I'm gonna clip the window where. Yeah.
Clip the window.
So it's gonna be jank, but we're gonna do it this way. So you're gonna see. Oh, I'm not in studio mode, so you're gonna see me move this, but fear not.
Obviously.
But actually, you actually see the live count. So let's see, and then I need to.
Right now, I'm just seeing a black. Oh wait. Oh, it looks terrible. You just got everything up.
Yeah, I'm fixing it.
If you full screen that, you're good.
Yeah, no, I'm fixing it. I'm just cropping the edges too, so you can't see the answers when they come up. Yeah, that'll work. That's actually almost in like live time too, which is interesting. This may actually work better than the stupid plug-in the software gives us. We may have accidentally stumbled on the fix here, people.
I thought you were just window capturing everything. I don't know what. That's how I do everything.
Oh.
I'm sure one of these weeks you'll ask me to do something, and I'll just use my way, and it'll be completely different weird shit. Oh no! What are you doing?
Oh, it's
impossible to see. Yeah, it has.
How is that possible? It's just capturing the. Oh, that's so cool. Trippy. Okay. Well, that was a failure. So I'll ask you the question.
Oh, that's.
So tiebreaker number 1.
This is why Patrick doesn't allow Shelby to do the trick.
I think that maybe
taking it over.
No. I do think that maybe the fix though is you just show. I'm gonna have to test that because we haven't tried doing that.
Oh, okay.
So
I was trying to watch into the windows there.
Let me see. All right, there we go. I fixed it. So
All right.
now this is the
What'd you fix?
tiebreaker questions. I got it to fix. I synced it with the live, and it quit freaking out. So again, if you're joining us late, don't be scared. This is just the brutal tiebreaker round for. There can only be one second place
Ah,
recipient.
there it goes.
So
It's got another 3-minute countdown,
yeah, it does that. So,
but it's going.
actually, I wonder if I can bump that up. Let me see if I can
French fries.
like just tell it to start.
It's cold French fries.
So yeah. So I've actually learned some things about this software tonight. I think
Don't eat my cold floor.
because what I did, Nate, since you're familiar with how it works in the back end, since you ran it the one night, I made a separate. So I copied that trivia questions layer, made a second one, and added. I deleted all the questions and then just put the 3, 4 tiebreakers in there, and then I had to disable the first one and then make this one visible, and then say there's a link that'll show up and it says sync to live stream, and that forced it to start the second set of trivia questions.
We use the most overly complicated BS to get this done. Like,
Well,
there's got to be a simpler way.
I would love to know what. I think it's not that terrible considering we don't have to do any extra work. It just has to.
Well,
we don't do this every day. What do
That's
you
true.
want? If I was doing this every day, there'd probably be better ways to do it. If you wanted to program something, I think that would end up being the best way to do it. But I don't want to program something, so I don't have to.
Dude, I could literally set up something completely for us in Stream Chat, or not Stream Chat, and Streamlabs, and I can get a layout and everything to where the questions are. You know, I've done this before.
I am so anti-slobs. Those bastards just stole OBS. It's open source software, and they don't contribute back to the project. I am morally opposed to slobs. I will not use their plugins.
And that's why we have so many issues.
Well, I'll tell you what, Nate. On your stream, when you do Scream Hut, you can use slobs. But in this house, we will use OBS. If you want to design a trivia configuration, we will test it. But you will not scare
I can actually just.
my beautiful
it's not compatible with OBS as well. If I made a layout, you would just have to set it all up.
I think obviously the best way to do this is to send everybody a paper form and have them mail it back.
Oh,
And
paper ballots now.
Then we just read them out. I think that's just honestly, I think that's the decision's made. We're going to do that now.
There is an unreleased video of when I was reading these short stories. I don't know whatever happened to that.
Yeah, we have. Don't tell people about things that might show up at other times. They don't know about that.
I think they already know about it.
So the first tiebreaker question. What is the name of the cult that the Man in Black and Michael Myers were associated with in the franchise? You see I changed the color scheme on the tiebreaker questions too? They're red. Look at that. See, I was playing with it. So
it changed my name to yellow.
Hey. Get off my page. I accidentally there you go. I accidentally muted somebody like 3 weeks ago, and I don't think they've ever come back. And I feel really bad about that because it was a joke. And then I realized that the mute is always 5 minutes, and you can't stop it. It has to go.
What?
The mute on YouTube is like 5 minutes, and you can't like undo it. It's just it's done. Like, and they never came back, and I don't know if they actually felt like I did it on purpose, and I was mad at them. I was joking. They were like, I was like, I'm mad.
Cactus.
I was like, I'm mad with
Cactus.
power, and I muted like 2 people, and I've not seen them again in the chat. So I haven't really been on a ton the last week, but I feel bad if they never came back because of me. It was not my intention.
Probably.
And I really hope Scientology does not sue us for fucking making fun of them in a trivia question. So I fully expect to get served tomorrow. But we all know what the right answer is. They were associated with Scientology.
Yeah.
But all right, fun times. I will 100% get punched in the dick by Tom Cruise at some point in the next 2 weeks because he's like 4 foot tall.
Somebody record that.
It's already recorded.
That just needs to be recorded.
It's all recorded.
Pixar didn't
So,
happen.
Tiebreaker 2 is going to be, how many times did Shelby, me, watch Halloween 3 in 31 days last year? And this is an actual number. This
I
is
will skip
accurate.
this.
I don't know if you know it because it's a lot.
I followed you. I was following your trek through that.
And you all can follow my trek. I will be doing a supercut of this, but if you want to find us on SPF Entertainment, we do have a playlist. So
There we go.
So I watched it a lot of time. Brittany, you have to put the number next to the answer, not the number in the answer.
See, it always happens every week.
I'm just trying to save people so they can get the right
answer to life.
And let's see here. I guess I should pull up my screenshot of the people that were in the places they were in, because I've already forgotten.
He's already lost the winners list.
I did not. It's somewhere on my computer, wherever it saved the screenshot. Oh, no. Let's see, recents. There we go. Found it. Eat it. Okay.
You just deleted it.
No, I did not. It's open right now. I see it right now. And I see you're still in 8th place. So, eat it.
I like my 8th place.
You're going to stay in 8th
me.
place too. That's how it's going to be. Yes, I actually watched it 42 times within 31 days. Yes, I watched it multiple times a few of the days. The minimum requirement was 31 times in 31 days, once a day, but I watched it more. So, I am mentally ill. Next question.
Achieving.
And I don't regret it
somehow.
A second. I actually am sad that this year I haven't been watching it.
It's time you could have spent, going to Spirit Halloween, though.
I mean, I was watching it on my phone. I wasn't always watching it in my living room. I had it loaded on my phone, on my iPad, on my computer. I had it on every device.
Oh, Tiebreaker 3.
Tiebreaker.
How many films has Dr. Loomis appeared in? 1, 8 times. 2, 6 times. 3, 12 times, or 4, 10 times.
And this one's a bit of a trick, too, because there's multiple Dr. Loomis characters.
Dr. Loomis. Oh, Dr. Loomis.
But there is one superior Dr. Loomis, and that is...
me. That's true.
Because he is also the President of the United States of America. You are the Duke of...
Really was. What other John Carpenter films was he in?
Like everything. Mouth of Madness.
Because I was in
Prince of Darkness.
We were talking about Keith David earlier, about how he was in a shit ton of them as well.
Yeah, Keith David, it's just like Kurt Russell is like, man, dude, he had the best stable of actors to just use.
Yeah.
Just timeless. All those people could be in completely different movies and you'd still watch them because they're fantastic actors. They're all fantastic actors.
I think we're counting all Halloweens. I don't even know.
Yeah. Should be. It count the entire franchise. As much as I'd like to not count Rob Zombie Halloweens. Has anybody seen The Munsters? Was it any good?
I liked it. I didn't think it was terrible.
I wanted to. I'm excited. So I'm going to watch it regardless. But yeah, the answer is 8. 8 that he appears in. He is mentioned in every single Halloween movie. There's an audio clip in a couple. But the character shows up. Now, Donald Pleasance is only in 5 of them, before he passed away. Because he dies in like 1996 or 7, something like that. So, maybe earlier than that, maybe 95. Sometime in the mid-90s, he passed away.
It was in part 5, but I don't know if he was in
Curse. Part 5 is 89, isn't it? It's like before, like right on the edge of the 90s. So, Illinois, you don't count. Actually, you do count. So let's see here. I have to sort this. I'm sorry. You absolutely
Why
count.
does Illinois State Fishing not count?
Is our second place winner. Oh, this worked out great. Because now we have everybody's tied again. Thanks a lot. You all destroyed my tiebreaker tier, and you will all forever be demoted to 7th place. So tonight we had a 1st place, and everybody else starts at 7th. So
then we have a 2nd place. You got 1st place, and then you got Illinois State Fishing.
No.
They're 2nd place, and then everyone else is 7th.
Not in my trivia night. Everybody else is 7th.
Oh, there's just one 1st place,
because
and then
they're all
7th.
tied at 1.
So 8th place is actually 3rd. But if you do that, that makes 8th place technically 3rd.
No, but it's called 7 and 8. 2 through 6 have been vacated due to churlish and insubordinate behavior.
That's Shelby space right there. He needs that space, 2 through 6.
I'm going to say Illinois because that's what it stands for, right? Unless you're really talking about an ill state of fishing. Please clarify.
No, it's just ill. Wait, are the fish ill
No, it's
or?
like, is he like sick fishing? You're gonna have to clarify your name. I just assumed it was the state of Illinois because that's the initials for it.
No. It's. I'm confused now. Like ill state fishing is like is the
Dead
state
Punk, do
itself
not
ill? Is it
congratulate
like
Ill State Fishing. He did not win anything. There is no break of the tie. Everybody's bumped down to 7th. You are the champion of the night. And
2 weeks? 2 weeks running. One last week too.
Where the hell is the mayor?
Or,
You know, the mayor was the bane of my existence. He only shows up when I play trivia. So.
oh, I remember him.
You remember him?
I do remember him.
He's
Yes,
stolen my crown.
I do.
I guess he only shows up when I'm playing, not when I'm hosting. That's interesting. So, yeah. Okay. Well, guys,
Someone's
thank you for
targeting
coming
you.
out for Halloween franchise trivia. It looks like Brittany is going to go home with the posters. So, thank you, Brittany. You all. I will need to Dead Punk if you want to send a DM to us. Either
It's the same one from last.
okay, all right. So we already have your address. If you
Yeah.
already sent to Patrick, we got to send you your sticker. And Brittany, we already have your address from summer camp, so we will get you the posters sent to the right place. Patrick, of course, is in charge of that. He has that physically. So God knows when you'll get it, but I will get him the information, and we'll see.
We're just gonna have to keep poking him because he's got to send stuff here too.
It took very long for him to get me. I'm just glad I got the badges out as fast as I got them out once he got them to me. But
it took me 2 years to get this badge.
So
He was supposed to send it to me like 2 years ago and never did.
So if you
I
want
didn't get it until
if
the
you want an
the summer camp.
extracurricular project to hold you over until our movie premieres this week, tomorrow and Saturday, just spam Patrick on any social media channels. Just say, "Hey man, where's my stuff?" and just repeat that lots of times. I think you'll really enjoy that. So,
At least give him till like Saturday.
yeah,
Do it. Yeah, give him this week.
just yeah. I mean, why stop there? Just do it for the rest of your life.
Wow.
So, all right, that concludes.
All right, guys. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Tell your friends if you like this. Like, pop a link on Twitter. Someone's like, "Hey, these dumbasses do this every Thursday or every other Thursday."
If you don't like it, you don't have to watch these. You can always just watch the movie.
No, if you don't like it, be like, "Oh my god, I can't. These guys are so bad at this. You should watch this."
Oh, I mean, you can still send me
them this
hate
way
mail.
anyway.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
It's not going to stop us from doing it, but you know, there are other.
Oh, I forgot to write Shelby's hate mail this week. I knew I was forgetting
There
something.
are other things on this channel. You are not forced to do things you don't want to.
You're not forced to deal with just us.
Yes.
That's the
There
key
are
thing.
plenty of horrific movies to watch. There are plenty of train wrecks out there. But that concludes our train wreck tonight.